Asian Hispanic Gateway. Okay, here's the visual representative of church. Okay, this is how we spiritually use our spirits to interpret information and observe information. But church represents the circle, the orb, because all this this is a container, a form, a body. There's many ways to express this. That just depends on awareness. Where you see, revealing more information. And still in a circle form. But this is a body of form. It could be a house, a temple, okay? You can call it those things because they they represent the same thing, okay? Each one of these different divisions of the circle could be considered a church, right? These are orbs within, these are energetic states of being within themselves. If we were to pull Aries off, it'll be an orb in the center, right? So this represents its own state of being, its own church, its own ruler. And then we have planets. Okay, these can also be identified as churches because they represent their own orb, their own information. Okay, we can pull them off and put them in the star map in the circle to identify the different areas and how they represent us emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally. So this is a way to go to the source of information. So each one of these divisions or separations, okay, can be considered a church, an orb, a circle, because it's just a container of information for bodies, forms. What's other words you could use to express a being? Because that's the spiritual natures of them. Information is spiritual or spatial. It represents different locations and movement. So many things. But if you're unaware of these things, then you're not understanding. Well, you're understanding, standing under information. So, church is just a word we use, but it's also used by others in different ways. And there's many different ways to represent information just based on words. That's why words are very powerful. Church.